Hello everyone, good evening. I hope you all are able to see me, right? I hope I am properly audible and visible. Please write once in the chat box if I am properly audible and visible. Perfect. Perfect. Great, great, great. Yes. So, Nirmala Sitharaman ji presented her ninth budget, right? इन्होंने ninth budget अपना present किया है. This you can note it down in the folder of budget. Budget के जहाँ पे भी या economy के जहाँ पे भी आप notes बना रहे हो, right? Economy and government schemes वाला folder होगा एक, उसके अंदर आप इसके notes को डाल सकते हो. So in this session we are going to discuss the budget in detail. We will talk about budget in depth, you can say, right? From multiple exams perspective, because budget is very important from the any exams perspective. If even you are not giving any exam, still you should know the basics of budget or the budget that came in this year. So firstly we'll talk about some basic things of the budget, and then we'll talk about the current budget. Now, so when we talk about the history of budget, for the first time budget was presented in the year 1860 by a person by the name called Wilson. After that, in independent India, for the first time budget was presented in 1947 by R.K. Shanmugam Chetty, right? R.K. Shanmugam Chetty. And now when we talk about budget, the word budget is not used in our constitution. Our constitution call it as annual financial statement. It is called as annual financial statement in our constitution under article number 112 of the constitution. Very easy to remember. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That is the budget of our country, right? And it is called as annual financial statement, which is which was earlier presented into two parts. One was called as general budget, and second was called as railway budget. Britishers wanted to have separate budgets because railways was very big in expenditure from the Britishers perspective, because they wanted to mainly exploit India, and for that purpose, to drain the wealth of India, they needed very good railway infrastructure to take the wealth from India to their country. And that's why they came up with big expenditure on railways. But over the period of time, expenditure on railways decreased. In today's date, total budget ka not even 10% is spent on railways. And that's why government of India in 2017 decided why to have two different budgets, because railways is not that significant part of the budget now. And that's why they decided to merge this budget. This was done on the recommendation of a committee called Bibek Debroy Committee. And this separation by Britishers was done on the recommendation of Ackworth Committee. There was a committee by the name called Ackworth Committee who said to have separate budgets. And now it is Bibek Debroy Committee on whose recommendation we have merged these budgets. Apart from this, budget was earlier presented on last day of February, but it has now pulled to first day of February, and today is the Sunday, right? This is historic that on Sunday also we have a budget session, and that's why we are studying the budget as well. So it is important thing. In the history of speech of the budget, the longest ever speech of the budget in terms of number of words written in the budget was 1991. 18,650 words. It was given by Manmohan Singh, and this was very important budget because India went for LPG reforms, liberalization, privatization, and globalization related reforms. And when we talk from the perspective of length of the time which was taken to give the speech, it is the year 2020 where we had a 2 hour 42-minute speech of the budget. For this year, the budget speech was around 1 hour 25 minutes. It started at 11 a.m. and got over at 12:25. So this year's budget speech was around of 1 hour and 25 minutes, right? That was the duration of this year's budget speech. This is the ninth budget which was given by Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and the speech, as I said, 1 hour 25 minutes. Now every year when she comes to give a budget speech, she wears particular sari. Of course, she want to promote the Indian saris, Indian different types of saris. Like last year, it was Madhubani sari which was worn, and this year she was wearing Kanchivaram sari. So there is Kanchivaram silk which is very famous. This fact you should know. Of course, by this it showcases the variety and the, you can say, different art that we have in our country, and different types of textiles is also promoted all over the world, because many people, you can say, in the world see the budget of our country. Even the people of our own country see the budget, and when the speech is given, if she is wearing something, it is of course given certain importance, and that's why it was Kanchivaram sari. Remember this. Budget is having generally two parts, part A and part B. Part A is having vision and the policy of the budget. So mainly this part is important for us. Second part is generally taxation. From this year they are saying it will be called as taxation plus strategy. And this second part से हमें बहुत ही basic चीजें देखनी होती है. Like from second part we have to see fiscal deficit and all. Right? What is the fiscal deficit and all? What are the new, you can say, tax slabs, if new tax slabs are introduced? We have to see all of them in this part, but majorly it is vision and policy document which we have to see in detail. This is the first budget which is presented at Kartavya Bhavan, the new parliament of our country, right? नए parliament building में ये budget दिया जा रहा है. That's why it is the called as first budget to be given in the Kartavya Bhavan. And this year in the budget there are two items which were presented by Nirmala Sitharaman ji. First item was the report of Finance Commission. पहला item जो था, that was the report of Finance Commission, which is established under Article 280. From Finance Commission क्या होता है? Finance Commission is a constitutional body which is established after every 5 years under Article 280. What is the work of Finance Commission? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास बहुत सारे पैसे कलेक्ट होते हैं. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कलेक्ट्स लॉट ऑफ मनी ऑफ इनकम टैक्स, जीएसटी एंड एवरीथिंग. So the tax amount or the money which is collected by the central government, of course the states of our country are also having their share in that amount. So how much amount should be given to the states, and out of which कौन से state को कितना मिलना चाहिए? This formula needs revision from time to time basis. इस फॉर्मूला को टाइम टू टाइम बेसिस पे रिवीजन चाहिए होता है. दैट आफ्टर एवरी 5 years we need to come up with the formula to decide how much amount. Say suppose 100 rupees are collected by central government, how much amount should be given to states, and within that हर स्टेट को कितना मिलना चाहिए. different states का अपना शेयर होगा. So we need to come up with the formula, and for that purpose under Article 280 of the Constitution there is Finance Commission which is established. And Finance Commission levies its report under Article 281 of the Constitution. So recently the 16th Finance Commission gave its report, which was headed by Arvind Pangadia. Arvind Pangadia was the person जो पहले नीति आयोग में भी रह चुके हैं, right? Arvind Pangadia. So the 16th Finance Commission was set up under Arvind Pangadia, who gave the report of the 16th Finance Commission, and this 16th Finance Commission submitted its report, and this report was presented in the parliament as item number 1 in today's budget speech. And this 16th Finance Commission की जो report आई है, this we have to use for the period of 2026 to 2031. 2026 से लेके 2031 तक. From the year 2026 to the year 2031, the amount of money which will be given to states, and the amount of money which, or the formula to decide how much money should be given to which state. For that purpose, this Finance Commission has submitted the report, and the recommendation of this Finance Commission headed by Arvind Pangadia ji will be used for 2026 से लेके 2031 तक. Of course, now we will get the details of this Finance Commission, formula of the Finance Commission. And what I feel is very soon we will have to conduct a big news session on this. We will have to conduct one more video on this Finance Commission report. So wait for that. right? We will have this Finance Commission report in detail. Then after this budget is presented under Article 112. Nirmala Sitharaman ji mentioned on the occasion of Magh Purnima and on the birth anniversary of Guru Ravidas, we are presenting this budget with a focus on poor, underprivileged and disadvantaged people. With a focus on poor people, underprivileged people and disadvantaged people. इनके ऊपर हमारा इस बजट का फोकस रहने वाला है, राइट? हमारा फोकस रहने वाला है. What are the things that you should remember from this? अभी तक क्या क्या चीजें आपको याद रखनी है वो मैं आपको बता देता हूं, राइट? Important facts that you should remember. Firstly, basic things. First budget given in 1860. First Finance Minister of Independent India, R.K. Shanmukham Chetty. Article number for the budget 112, which is also called as Annual Financial Statement. Earlier, we had a separate budget on the recommendation of Ackworth Committee. We have now combined budget on the recommendation of Vivek Debroy Committee. Earlier, the budget was presented on last day of Feb. Now it is presented on the first day of February. Longest budget speech 1991 in terms of words and longest in terms of time 2020 2 hours 42 minutes. All the facts are very important. These facts you have to remember, right? ये facts आपको याद रखनी है. Am I clear on this first slide? Please write once in the chat box because this is very important session and that's why we have to go slow and you have to make your notes, you can say, and you have to understand each and everything. Is the first page clear? Please write in the chat box so that we can go on to the terms that you should remember from the second page or the budget speech of this particular year. First was the basics or the background. Very good. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Badhiya. If you get any doubt in between, you can ask that doubt in the chat box. आप chat box में time to time पूछ सकते हो, ठीक है? Now 2026-2027 की अगर हम बात करें, this was the 9th budget given by Sitharaman ji. Duration of the speech 1 hour 25 minutes. Every year she wears a different type of sari to promote different saris of our country, different handicrafts of our country. Last year she was wearing the sari of Madhubani style. This year she was wearing a sari of Kanchivaram style. Budget is having two parts. Part A, vision and policy. Part 2, taxation and strategy. This is the first budget to be prepared and presented at Kartavya Bhavan, the new Parliament House. Along with the budget, there was publishing of the Finance Commission report also. Finance Commission, article number 280, the purpose of Finance Commission I have clarified. This Finance Commission is 16th Finance Commission, whose recommendation we are going to follow for 2026 to 2031, and it is headed by Arvind Pangadia ji. So these are the basic background of this year's budget. So we'll start with the budget speech. So Nirmala Sitharaman ji started with saying that this year budget coincides with Magh Purnima as well as Guru Ravidas ji ka birth anniversary, and the budget will focus on poor, underprivileged and disadvantaged people. Now let's move to the budget. So we will discuss about the features of the budget, theme, fiscal planning and reforms. क्या मेन चीजें हैं जिसके ऊपर हम फोकस करने वाले हैं? So before starting this, first fact about the budget, the total size of this year's budget. The total budget, the total government का income and the expenditure both. सरकार कितना पैसा कमाने वाली है, सरकार कितना खर्चा करने वाली है, it is 53.47 lakh crore. 53.47 lakh crore का इस साल का बजट है. In many documents you can see this number as 53.5, but the real number mentioned in the budget is 53.47 lakh crore का ये budget है. So this year's budget is of 53.47 lakh crore. Now let's go in the details, right? एक बार थोड़ा और details में चलते हैं. Let's go in the details of the budget. So we have this document with us. Let's talk about this document. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस प्रिपेयर करती है बजट. देयर इज वन वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सेरेमनी जो होती है बजट के प्रिपरेशन के बाद, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हलवा सेरेमनी, राइट. देयर इज वेरी वन इंटरेस्टिंग सेरेमनी कॉल्ड हलवा सेरेमनी. क्या होती है हलवा सेरेमनी? सो बजट प्रिपरेशन एक बहुत ही सीक्रेट प्रोसेस है, एंड आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ दिस सीक्रेट प्रोसेस गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है टू शो टू द वर्ल्ड कि इट वाज सीक्रेट, राइट, इट वाज सीक्रेट एंड ये कंप्लीट हो चुका है. हलवा बनाया जाता है इन द यू कैन से फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री, और उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है. देन एवरीवन रियलाइजेस, ओ अच्छा, देयर इज अ बजट व्हिच हैज बीन प्रिपेयर्ड, राइट. सो डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक अफेयर्स बनाता है मेनली लावण्य. नाउ दिस ईयर्स बजट इज देयर. सो in the first part of the speech there was a talk about इस साल के बजट की जो डिटेल्स है इसके ऊपर यहाँ पे बात की गई, एंड दैट इज टू हैव विकसित भारत एस्पिरेशन, विकसित भारत बाय 2047. इवन लास्ट ईयर के बजट में भी ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट था. सो इट इज विकसित भारत बैलेंसिंग एम्बिशन विथ इंक्लूजन, राइट. इट इज विकसित भारत बैलेंसिंग एम्बिशन विथ इंक्लूजन, where government is focusing on action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric and people over populism. जो जो important facts होंगे मैं बता दूंगा, सारे आपको याद नहीं रखने हैं. I'll tell you what are important, right? Now, within this, the aim of the government is transform the aspiration to achievement. That means we have an aspiration of becoming Vikasit Bharat by the year 2047. Vikasit Bharat by the year 2047 when we complete 100 years of independence. तो उस एस्पिरेशन को ही ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, उसे अचीव करना है, उसके ऊपर फोकस है. 4 थिंग्स बिकॉज ऑफ विच गवर्नमेंट नाउ 12 साल हो चुके हैं बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट को, तो थोड़ा सा पॉलिटिकल एजेंडा भी था. सो शी सेड इन लास्ट 12 years we were able to achieve very nice economic growth, mainly because of we maintained stability, fiscal discipline, sustained growth and moderate inflation. These are the highlights of last 12 years. पिछले 12 साल के last 12 years of the Modi government के highlights क्या है? Stability in the economy, maintaining the fiscal deficit, discipline, sustained growth and moderate inflation. ये 4 मेन चीजें हैं जिसके ऊपर काफी ज्यादा फोकस किया है भारत सरकार ने, या फिर ये 4 अचीवमेंट्स है पिछले 12 साल की. एंड इन लास्ट 12 years they were able to achieve a growth rate of around 7%. This fact you have to remember. इस फैक्ट को याद रखना है. पिछले 12 साल का हमारा एवरेज ग्रोथ रेट जो है, राइट, पिछले 12 साल का हमारा जो एवरेज ग्रोथ रेट है दैट इज अराउंड 7%. 7% का हमारा एवरेज ग्रोथ रेट है पिछले 12 साल में. They have mentioned lot of reasons for it. No need to remember all those reasons. Fact to fact चलेंगे फटाफट from the exam perspective, right? So 7% is the growth rate, and यहाँ पे आपको दूसरी चीज जो याद रखनी है, these are 4 main things: stability, fiscal discipline, sustained growth, and moderate inflation. These are the achievements of last 12 years, or main you can say things because of which they were able to achieve 7% sustained growth, जिस वजह से 7% का sustained growth इनका आया. Then let's move on to next. These are the most important things. So they said in this budget we are focusing on 3 कर्तव्य. हम 3 कामों पे फोकस करने वाले हैं. गवर्नमेंट इज हैविंग 3 कर्तव्य. 3 कर्तव्य है इनके. फर्स्ट कर्तव्य इज टू हैव accelerated and sustained economic growth. पहला कर्तव्य है to achieve accelerated and sustained economic growth. Second कर्तव्य to fulfill aspiration of our people. हमारे लोगों की aspirations को हमें fulfill करना है, that is second कर्तव्य. And third कर्तव्य is to have a vision of सबका साथ सबका विकास. This is the most important thing which can be asked in your exam. इस साल के बजट के अंदर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया केम अप विद द संकल्प ऑफ फोकसिंग ऑन 3 कर्तव्य. सो गवर्नमेंट हैव मेड अ संकल्प ऑफ मेंटेनिंग 3 कर्तव्य. 3 कर्तव्य पे फोकस करना है. accelerated sustained economic growth, fulfill the aspiration of our people and vision of सबका साथ सबका विकास. Let me know. यहाँ तक सब कुछ क्लियर है? In the chat box बीच बीच में मैं पूछता रहूंगा so that चीजें easy हो. Already I am very slow shadow. Sir, what is the nodal department that I told? Sir, क्या कौन सा part? Sir, should we cover in this topic from MHCT? Yes, it is important from all the exams perspective. फिस्कल मतलब होता है सरकार का जो इंटरनल खर्चा होता है. फिस्कल जो पैसे अर्न करती है, जो पैसे खर्चा करती है, जो इंटरनल हिसाब किताब होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फिस्कल. फिस्कल डिसिप्लिन मतलब जितना सरकार ने यू कैन से टारगेट किया था, फिस्कल डेफिसिट, बोरोइंग्स कितने होंगे, रेवेन्यू डेफिसिट कितना होगा, उसे वो फॉलो करते हैं. परफेक्ट, बता दिया है मैंने व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द फिस्कल थिंग. नाउ 3 कर्तव्य. You all know now what all these 3 कर्तव्य. Then let's move on. Important part करते हुए चलेंगे. ये पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट है बजट का, मैंने हाईलाइट कर दी ऑलरेडी जो जो इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं. So government is coming up with Reform Express. So in this Reform Express, there is a creation of one committee that will come up with lot of reforms in the economy. So government has undertaken a comprehensive economic reform where there are proposed 350 reforms have been rolled out, including reforms like GST, labor codes, quality control orders, and now they are creating a high level committee for implementation of all these reforms. So first is the focus on reforms. तो reforms पे एक focus किया जाने वाला है and there will be creation of a high level committee on reforms. Of course जब ये committee आएगी तो हमें उसके बारे में पता चलेगा. Budget is one of those documents also which give you idea about what is going to happen in upcoming 1 year, what type of current affairs is going to come. So one thing that we can say is there is going to be current affairs around reforms which government is planning to come up with. Government यहाँ पे reforms लाने की कोशिश करने वाला है. Then let's move on to next, pillars of growth and development. Now these are very important. In pillars के around ही पूरा budget है. So government is planning to focus on 6 pillars. This is second information that you should know. First is to have संकल्प of 3 कर्तव्य, और इन 3 कर्तव्य को अचीव करने के लिए 6 पिलर सरकार ने बोले हैं. This you have to mug up, रट्टा मारने होंगे, right? So क्या? First is sustained economic growth. Second is strengthening the foundation of growth. Third is people-centric development. Fourth is trust-based governance. Fifth is ease of doing business. And sixth is fiscal matters. Now, we will go on to each reform. हम हर reform के ऊपर एक एक करके focus करेंगे. And details of those reforms we will remember. But इनको आप अच्छे से याद कर लो, रट्टा मार लो. First is the economic growth. Sustain करना है growth के foundation को. Third, that growth should be people-centric. Fourth, trust करना है in the governance, or people should have trust in the government. Fifth, ease of doing business and ease of living in the country. And sixth, government is going to focus on the fiscal matters or the fiscal targets that they are setting up. So these are 6, you can say, pillars of the growth and development that government is planning to focus upon. Now let's talk about the first, to have a sustained economic growth. So to maintain the sustained economic growth in the country, government is going to focus on manufacturing sector. The government is going to focus upon manufacturing sector, and because manufacturing is one of those sectors which is labor intensive also. And ये बजट से एक चीज बहुत क्लियरली दिखाई दी, that India is portraying itself as one of the options for manufacturing hub. जो चाइना +1 की स्ट्रेटेजी पे हम फोकस कर रहे हैं, मेनी वर्ल्ड वाइड कंट्रीज, जो पूरे दुनिया में कंट्रीज है आफ्टर कोविड-19, मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड वेर हैविंग देयर manufacturing plant in China. So government of India and the companies from different world after COVID-19 are very clear that we cannot rely only upon the manufacturing facility of China. So we need to have one more manufacturing facility in the world. Because China में कब कोविड आ जाए, कब लॉकडाउन लग जाए, कब जीरो कोविड पॉलिसी आ जाए पता नहीं, चाइना कब पॉलिसीज चेंज कर दे वो भी पता नहीं. That's why we need to have one more manufacturing facility, and for that purpose China +1 is the strategy, and that +1 India is trying to be that +1. and we can see it happening also, like Apple, Samsung and many other companies are having their manufacturing plants in India now, right? पिछले कुछ टाइम में हमारे देश में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट्स आते हुए हमें दिखाई दिए, and because of that, right, because of that manufacturing plants जो वहां पे हमें देखने मिल रहे हैं, because of that we can see the government is focusing in the manufacturing, and within the manufacturing the focus is on those things only जो चाइना मैन्युफैक्चर करता था, जैसे कि focus on semiconductor. Government is coming up with semiconductor mission 2.0, biopharma Shakti initiative, high tech tools, then rare earth permanent magnets, then 3 dedicated chemical parks to be established, right? यहाँ पे chemical parks बनाए जाएंगे, then container manufacturing, right? Container manufacturing, then textile manufacturing, then electronic components manufacturing, then dedicated initiative for manufacturing of affordable sports goods, so focus on sports equipment also, then domestic manufacturing, high value technologically advanced construction and infrastructure equipments, and legacy industrial cluster बनाने हैं 200. so of course no need to remember all these things, ये सारी चीजें आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, जो आपको काम की चीज याद रखनी है, that is one of the focus area गवर्नमेंट का, one of the focus area under the sustained economic growth is manufacturing, and India want to be a China plus one country, and semiconductor mission 2.0 आने वाला है, biopharma mission आने वाला है, then tax reforms to boost the manufacturing in our country, government is coming up with tax reforms also so that manufacturing के ऊपर tax benefit मिले and people should have more interest in manufacturing, exemption of income tax for 5 years for non-residents, then इसमें और कुछ ड्यूटी फ्री चीजें बहुत सारी दिखाई देगी, ड्यूटी फ्री इंपोर्ट ऑफ स्पेसिफिक इनपुट्स, ड्यूटी फ्री इंपोर्ट ऑफ शू अपर्स, सो शूज टेक्सटाइल वन ऑफ द बिग इंडस्ट्रीज इंडिया की है जिसके अंदर हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई इफ यू वांट टू डू बेसिक इंपोर्ट्स इन दोज इंडस्ट्रीज, उस इंडस्ट्री से रिलेटेड हमें कुछ बेसिक इंपोर्ट्स करने हैं तो वी कैन हैव दैट बेसिक इंपोर्ट, एंड दोज बेसिक इंपोर्ट्स आर मेड ड्यूटी फ्री सो दैट मैन्युफैक्चर्ड या फाइनल प्रोडक्ट जो है वो इंडिया से एक्सपोर्ट हो सके. देन फोकस इज देयर ऑन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ माइक्रोवेव ओवन्स, एयरक्राफ्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, राइट, माइक्रोवेव ओवन से लेके एयरक्राफ्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे फोकस किया जाने वाला है. देन नेक्स्ट इज 3-pronged approach to help MSME sectors. MSME is micro, small and medium enterprises. क्या क्या याद रखना है मैं बताता जाऊंगा, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, जो जो याद रखना है हर 3-4 स्लाइड के बाद मैं बताता जाऊंगा. यहाँ पे 3-pronged approach for micro, small and medium enterprises to grow as a champions because they are going to create a lot of jobs in our country. So there is a 10,000 crore fund for small and medium enterprises. 10,000 crore का फंड क्रिएट किया जाएगा for small and medium enterprises. And secondly, there is creation of one more thing called corporate mitras. Now in many manufacturing industries what is the problem is government के जो इतने सारे norms होते हैं, rules regulations होते हैं, उनको follow करने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा problem होती है for small companies, and that's why government is coming up with a scheme of corporate mitras. So what will be these corporate mitras? ये वो offices होंगे जो छोटे businesses को help करेंगे. These corporate mitras will help small businesses to follow the compliances of government. गवर्नमेंट के रूल्स रेगुलेशंस अच्छे से फॉलो कर लिए जाए, इसके लिए कॉर्पोरेट मित्रास जो है वो काम करने वाले हैं, right? So these corporate mitras will be there to facilitate professional institutions to develop corporate mitras, especially for tier 2 and tier 3 cities, to help the micro, small and medium enterprises to follow the government compliances. So remember, one scheme is there by the name called corporate mitras, which is coming up, right, for supporting the manufacturing. Then next, renewing the emphasis on service sector. इसके अंदर कुछ काम का as such राइट. So services sector में India's one of the most important services that we provide is healthcare service. दुनिया भर से अलग अलग देशों से लोग आते हैं हमारे देश में सर्जरीज वगैरह करने के लिए because we have affordable healthcare. So we are planning to establish 5 medical value tourism hubs. मेडिकल वैल्यू टूरिज्म, जो पीपल आर कमिंग टू इंडिया फॉर मेडिकल टूरिज्म, उनको यहाँ प्रमोट किया जाएगा. 3 new all India institutes of Ayurved, because we want to promote our own, you can say, type of जो मेडिसिन है, आयुष, आयुर्वेद, योगा, यूनानी, सोवा रिक्पा, होम्योपैथी, इसके ऊपर फोकस किया जाएगा. Then these type of healthcare services that India is going to provide. Then next is the, ठीक है, tourism promotion. There will be creation of new mountain trails, turtle trails and bird watching trails so that tourists from all over world should come to India. Then 15 archaeological sites will now be opened for the people. Like बहुत सारी हमारे देश की archaeological sites थी, those were not open for people to visit, so उनको open किया जाएगा. First ever global big cat summit India is going to organize. This is very important. There is one alliance by the name called International Big Cat Alliance. India is the leader of that Big Cat Alliance. Let me know in the chat box कि Big Cat Alliance में कितने अलग अलग टाइप के बिग कैट्स होते हैं. बिग कैट्स मतलब टाइगर हो गए, लायन हो गए, these are called as big cats. So how many different types of big cats are there in the International Big Cat Alliance? And India is planning to host first global big cat summit in our country. Then there will be development of Buddhist circuit also. All this is going to promote tourism in our country. ये हमारे देश में कहीं ना कहीं tourism को और promote करने का काम करेगा. Then this is one important announcement. IT सेक्टर में there are many companies who are providing cloud services. जो आपका मेरा डेटा होता है, whatever data we store on the cloud or the Google Drive. Google Drive में हम डेटा स्टोर कर रहे हैं, मतलब there is a some hardware which is there in some country. कहीं ना कहीं कोई एक हार्डवेयर रखा हुआ है, हार्ड डिस्क रखी है, जिसमें वो स्टोर होता है. वो हवा में नहीं स्टोर होता, वो कहीं ना कहीं रखी हार्ड ड्राइव होती है जिसमें स्टोर होता है. एंड दैट सर्विस इज कॉल्ड एज cloud service. So those companies which are outside companies was providing cloud services, like we have a portal of Top Rankers where you watch all the classes. These classes are stored in the cloud. That means somewhere there is a database, and we are taking this cloud service from some outside company. So of course India is very much dependent on this cloud services company. India की सारी companies इस पे dependent है. So those cloud services companies, प्रोविजन ऑफ टैक्स हॉलिडे टिल 2047. 2047 तक क्या होगा, कोई टैक्स नहीं लगेगा, राइट. देयर विल बी नो टैक्स फॉर फॉरेन कंपनीज प्रोवाइडिंग क्लाउड सर्विस टू ग्लोबल कस्टमर्स थ्रू इंडिया बेस्ड डेटा सेंटर सर्विसेज. सो इफ दैट कंपनी इज हैविंग डेटाबेस इन इंडिया or data center in India and they are storing their things or storing their data in India and they are providing cloud services to anyone in the world, उनको टैक्स फ्री कर दिया है टिल 2047. सो गवर्नमेंट इज प्रमोटिंग द डेटा सेंटर एस्टैब्लिशमेंट इन आवर कंट्री. एंड रिलायंस ने बोल भी दिया है दे आर गोइंग टू हैव डेटा सेंटर इन गुजरात. सर 7, correct. There are 7 big cats: lion, tiger, leopard, cheetah, puma, jaguar, and there is snow leopard also. Snow leopard भी है इसमें. Now, apart from this, financial sector में, this is very important. गवर्नमेंट ने जो कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड्स होते हैं उसको इंसेंटिवाइज किया है. So many a times what happens is हमारे देश में we have municipal corporations and those municipal corporations want to have funds from the private entities. उनको भी पैसे रेज करने हैं प्राइवेट कंपनीज से, but they are not able to do this. वो जो पैसे रेज करते हैं they raise from the corporates via bonds and those bonds के अंदर there is a discount which is going on. incentive of 100 crore for single issuance of municipal bonds of more than 1000 crore. The current scheme of Amrut, that is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, अर्बन डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड ये स्कीम थी, उस अर्बन डेवलपमेंट की स्कीम को और सपोर्ट किया गया है बाय द गवर्नमेंट. And because of this stock market, now we will discuss about that also, because stock market India का नीचे गिरा है. What is the reason why stock market is going down? But यहाँ पे there within the stock market there is one particular market called bond market, and that bond market is at short up. Bond market काफी अच्छे से ऊपर गया है. स्टॉक मार्केट की कुछ कुछ चीजें नीचे आई है, लेकिन ये बॉन्ड मार्केट अच्छा ऊपर गया है. 100 करोड़ का इंसेंटिव है इफ देयर इज अ 1000 करोड़ का म्युनिसिपल बॉन्ड विच एनी कंपनी इज परचेसिंग, तो 100 करोड़ का उन्हें इंसेंटिव मिलने वाला है. देन these all are related to manufacturing and services. Now this is the reason, this is very important, the most critical part or criticized part of today's budget. सबसे ज्यादा क्रिटिसाइज इसी चीज को किया गया है. So when we trade on the stock exchange, there are different ways of trading. You purchase the stock, you purchase long term के लिए, short term के लिए. Now there are two tools in the stock market. One is called as futures and second is called as options. Now it is very difficult to explain futures and options in 2 minutes, right? तो आप बस इसे याद रख लो. We will have a economy session and in that we will discuss about the futures and options. So on futures and options, there will be additional tax on transaction, STT, called securities transaction tax. There is an increase in securities transaction tax. And because of this, जो मार्केट में ट्रेडिंग करते हैं ना, they are not happy with the budget. Traders are not happy with the budget. Now थोड़ा सा मैं एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं फिर भी. So on stock exchange there are people like you, me and majority of the Indian people who invest for long term. हम क्या करते हैं, एक बार एक स्टॉक को खरीदते हैं and we keep it with us for long period of time, and जब उसका प्राइस बढ़ जाए we sell it off. But there are people who do daily stock में खरीद बेच करते रहते हैं. So generally the daily traders, whoever is working daily in the stock exchange, they generally work on futures and options. Futures and options stock market के कुछ ऐसे टूल है जो छोटे अमाउंट ऑफ पैसे की इन्वेस्टमेंट से आपको बड़े शेयर्स खरीदने बेचने में हेल्प करते हैं. Like if you invest 1 lakh rupees, by that you can trade in the shares of 10 lakh rupees. How? That we will see when we will see details of futures and options. But these are mainly those people who are doing trading in the stock market. And ये जो traders है stock market के, they are getting affected because when you trade in the stock market, what you do? You purchase the stocks, and in stocks को ही कहा जाता है securities. You purchase stocks, which is also called as securities. So when you try to purchase and sell the stocks, you have to pay tax by the name called securities transaction tax. That means buying the security and selling the security का जो tax है. And government have increased that tax mainly in futures and options. And these futures and options both are used by whom? These are used by traders जो daily trading करते हैं. So raising the security transaction tax on futures from 0.02% to 0.05%, and securities transaction tax on options, premium and exercise options to be raised to 0.15% from 0.1 to 0.125%. So there are slight increase, and because of this only, majority of the people who are daily traders in the stocks, उन्होंने स्टॉक सेल कर दिए कि देखो हमारे लिए सरकार ने गलत कर दिया, एंड दे स्टार्टेड सेलिंग. और जब उन्होंने सेल किया, ऑटोमेटिकली मार्केट क्या हो जाता है? नीचे. मार्केट जो है वो नीचे आ गया बिकॉज ऑफ दीज टू प्रपोजल्स ओनली, इन दो प्रपोजल की वजह से. सो मार्केट विल रिकवर इन सम टाइम, थोड़े टाइम में ये फिर से रिकवर कर जाएगा. सो डोंट वरी, राइट, उसमें कुछ टेंशन की बात नहीं है. बट दीज फैक्ट्स यू शुड नो, ये इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स है जिसकी वजह से काफी बजट को इस साल के क्रिटिसाइज किया गया है. Then next is increasing farmers income by enhancing productivity in agriculture. So in agriculture, there are a lot of things on which government is focusing. Like in horticulture, the focus is going to be on walnuts, almonds, and pine nuts. Then coconut promotion scheme they are coming up with. Then there will be creation of 500 reservoirs under the 500 reservoirs will be created under the Amrit Sarovar scheme. And government is, this is important, ये एक अच्छे से fact याद रख लेना, Bharat Vistar, this is one of the digital initiative for promotion of agriculture under which there is one portal जिसके ऊपर government invest करने वाली है, that is AgriStack portal. So Bharat Vistar is the scheme for promotion of agriculture digitally, and for that purpose there is a portal by the name called AgriStack portal for which government is focusing on, right? जिसके लिए जिसके ऊपर government focus कर रही है. So fish catch will be duty free. जो भी हमारे exclusive economic zone and high sea में हमारे देश के fishermen जो fish catch करेंगे, that will be duty free, right? So we have done the first one. First ही सबसे बड़ा था इसके अंदर, बाकी सारे छोटे छोटे पार्ट है. So what are the things that you should remember from the first part that I will tell you now, right? जो first government का part है, you can say the first pillar on which government is focusing. In that first pillar, what are the things that you should remember that I will tell you now? So sustaining economic growth. For that purpose, things to remember, government is focusing on manufacturing. Within that, making China plus one strategy more powerful. Semiconductor mission, biopharma Shakti mission, textile, इनके ऊपर ज़्यादा focus रहेगा. These are the things that you should know from this page. The next page, duty-free imports of few things which are important for manufacturing. Focus on manufacturing of aircraft. एयरक्राफ्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडिया में किया जाएगा. देन नेक्स्ट, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, कॉर्पोरेट मित्रास, न्यू स्कीम कॉल्ड कॉर्पोरेट मित्रास. द पर्पस ऑफ देम इज टू सपोर्ट स्मॉल माइक्रो एंटरप्राइजेस फॉर कंप्लायंसेस के लिए सपोर्ट करेंगे कॉर्पोरेट मित्रास. देन नेक्स्ट, नथिंग टू रिमेंबर हियर, ये वाला याद रखना है. 5 hubs for medical tourism, right? 5 hubs for medical tourism will be created. Then next, first ever Big Cat Summit will be organized in India. So focus on International Big Cat Alliance also. This is important area. 15 archaeological sites will be opened for the visits. Then next, this is important, municipal bonds, 100 crore का incentive होगा on the 1000 crore के municipal bonds. And the most important and the criticized part, securities transaction tax in futures and options have been increased slightly. ये आपको अच्छे से याद रखनी है चीजें. And apart from this, in this part, last one, that is Bharat Vistar. Government is focusing on AgriStack portal for promotion of agriculture by using AI and digital tools, right? So इसके ऊपर focus है. Let's move on to the second, sustaining the foundation of growth, in which यहाँ तक सब कुछ clear है? Let me know once in the chat box. PDF will be shared on the main Telegram channel of Legal Edge. अगर उसको अभी तक आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो फटाफट सब्सक्राइब कर दो, वहां पे पहुंच जाओ. The PDF will be shared on the main Telegram channel. Don't worry. And if you are enjoying the session, आपके लिए तुरंत बजट के दिन, संडे के दिन सेशन आ रहा है, तो इस सेशन के ऊपर लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब तो बनता ही है, वो कर देना फटाफट, राइट? So what is the 10 important announcements you promised to tell us in the last of the class? हाँ, बताऊंगा उसके बारे में. आई होप स्वाति नाम पता चल गया, स्वरित, सॉरी. ओके, चलो, perfect. So second is for sustaining the growth, focusing on infrastructure, mainly infrastructure in those which are called as tier 2 and tier 3 cities. तो हमारे देश में tier 2 and tier 3 किसे कहा जाता है? With population more than 5 lakh, they are called as tier 2 and tier 3 cities. दिस इज सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन दैट यू शुड नो. पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर, पब्लिक के ऊपर जो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर है, दैट हैज इंक्रीज्ड. सो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर का मतलब क्या होता है? इट मींस द स्पेंडिंग ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑन क्रिएशन ऑफ न्यू इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फॉर द पब्लिक पर्पस, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. Capital expenditure is expenditure done by government on creation of public infrastructure, and government wants to show when they came in power in 2015, 2014-15 में आए थे, 2 लाख करोड़ का खर्चा होता था on public infrastructure, which they have increased and now made 12.2 lakh crore. So of course धीरे धीरे there is a jump, but they are spending more on public infrastructure, right? Government is spending more on public capital expenditure, that is creation of capital or creation of infrastructure for the public. इसके ऊपर काफी ज्यादा धीरे धीरे एक्सपेंडिचर बढ़ाया गया है. Important fact that you should know, in the budget 26-27 the public capital expenditure is 12.2 lakh crore rupees, which is a very good amount and a big amount that government is planning to spend. Now this is very important part. For creation of more infrastructure, there is a plan to create a dedicated freight corridor in the eastern sector Dankuni in east to Surat in west को कनेक्ट करने वाला एक नया डेडिकेटेड फ्रेट कॉरिडोर आएगा. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट अनाउंसमेंट. 20 new national waterways will be inaugurated. Another important info. Coastal cargo promotion scheme. Under this there is a target that India का जो करंट इनलैंड वाटरवे का शेयर है, राइट, जितने भी हमारे देश में वाटरवेज है, उस वाटरवेज के थ्रू जो भी ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है इन दैट इनलैंड वाटरवे 6% है, उसको हमें 12% करना है बाय 2047. सो वॉट एवर इंटरनल ट्रांसपोर्ट दैट वी हैव, हमारे देश के अंदर जो इंटरनल ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है उसका 12% ट्रांसपोर्ट इनलैंड वाटरवे से हो. देन सी प्लेन को भी और प्रमोट करना चाहती है गवर्नमेंट. VGF, दैट इज सी प्लेन के लिए वेंचर गारंटी फंड, इस तरीके से नए फंड्स लाए जाएंगे. देन पूर्वोदय, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ईस्टर्न कोस्टल इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर्स. इन सब में से द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट इज दिस दैट यू शुड नो, एंड द सेकेंड इज दिस. दीज आर 2 इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स जो आपको अच्छे से याद रखनी है. Let's move on to next. इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, right? This one is very important. Government is planning to have growth connectors, which are 7 high-speed railway corridors. 7 नए high-speed railway corridors की बात की गई है. Those are मुंबई पुणे, पुणे हैदराबाद, हैदराबाद बैंगलोर, हैदराबाद चेन्नई, चेन्नई बैंगलोर, दिल्ली वाराणसी, वाराणसी सिलीगुड़ी. These are 7 high speed corridors which government is planning. ये क्या है? 7 high speed corridors है जो गवर्नमेंट प्लान कर रही है. These are 7 high speed corridors which government is planning. Apart from this, we are already focusing on construction of bullet train between Mumbai to Ahmedabad, right? Mumbai से गुजरात. Already there is a plan of bullet train. Bullet train का plan है. And these are new 7, you can say, high speed corridor on which government is planning to focus. तो ये दूसरा पिलर था. In second pillar, what are the things that you should remember? Remember these all 7 corridors. ये सातों corridor आपको याद रखने हैं. Then next you should remember is increasing the share of inland waterway to 12%, 20 new national waterways and dedicated freight corridor from Dankuni in east to Surat in west. ये आपको चीजें याद रखनी है in the second one, right? Let's move on to the next. The focus is on people-centric development. So within people, the focus is on those people who are disadvantaged. लोगों के ऊपर फोकस है. Within that, of course, जो disadvantaged है, जो underprivileged है, उनके ऊपर ही सबसे ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए. So focus on geriatric care. Geriatric means old age care. Then focus on women, there will be creation of, this is very important, there will be creation of she mart. जैसे आप डी मार्ट गए हो तो डी मार्ट में कैसे बहुत सारा सामान खरीदते हो, सो फॉर प्रमोशन ऑफ to be set up as community owned retail outlet with a cluster and federation which will be called as she marts, that is self help entrepreneur ke marts. And then focus on divyangjan, the specially abled people of our country, divyang kaushal yojana, divyang sahara yojana. So there are a lot of government schemes which are focusing on divyang people, the specially abled people, जिनको डिसेबल कहा जाता है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट वांट टू कॉल देम नॉट डिसेबल. जितने भी डिसेबल लोग हैं ना हमारे देश में, एक्चुअली व्हेन वी सी देम एज डिसेबल, but every disabled person is living a very dignified life because of their special abilities that they have. Disabled people are specially gifted people, हमारे से अलग टैलेंट्स उनमें होते हैं, and that's why government call them as specially abled people. And पहले देखा होगा आपने, they were called as विकलांग. विकलांग की जगह now they are called as दिव्यांग. They are called as दिव्यांग. तो इसके ऊपर थोड़ा और फोकस किया जा रहा है, right? Focusing on these दिव्यांगजन. इसमें से याद रखने वाला सिर्फ शी मार्ट है, दैट इज इट. उससे ज्यादा और कुछ याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट रिमेंबर द शी मार्ट वाला थिंग. देन फोर्थ, ट्रस्ट बेस्ड गवर्नेंस, इसमें नथिंग एज सच. एंड लास्ट इज ease of doing business and ease of living. So government is planning to reduce the TCS, that is tax collected at source rate for overseas store program. Now this is important. इससे क्या होगा, जब आप फॉरेन में घूमने जाते हो ना, whenever you go to travel abroad, आपको एक TCS पे करना पड़ता है, that is tax collected at source. आपको जाने से पहले एक टैक्स कलेक्टेड एट सोर्स पे करना पड़ता है, एक्स्ट्रा टैक्स देना पड़ता है बिकॉज यू आर ट्रैवलिंग अब्रॉड. सो ऑन द ट्रैवलिंग अब्रॉड वाले पैकेजेस जो है, टूरिज्म पैकेजेस, देयर इज अ रिडक्शन इन द टीसीएस टैक्स कलेक्शन एट सोर्स ऑन सेल ऑफ ओवरसीज टूर प्रोग्राम पैकेज फ्रॉम 5% and 20% to 2% without any stipulated amount. So this is going to be a good boost to the tourism sector. हमारे देश के बाहर भी जो लोग टूरिज्म करने जाना चाहते हैं उनके लिए एक अच्छा हेल्प रहेगा. सो दिस फैक्ट यू शुड नो. इवन इफ यू आर गोइंग टू परस्यू एजुकेशन और मेडिकल रीजन के लिए अगर बाहर जाते हो, सो देयर इज दिस लिबरलाइजेशन रेमिटेंसेस स्कीम के अंडर भी जो टैक्स कलेक्टेड एट सोर्स है उसको 5% से 2% कर दिया है. सो ऑलमोस्ट फ्लैट 2% एंड ऑन ऑल द फॉरेन रिलेटेड थिंग्स जो आप करने जाओगे तो. Then anything else? Nothing important. ये dates वगैरह आपको उतनी याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Right. So these are the things from the fifth part. Now the sixth part. This is another most important part of the budget. सबसे important part of the budget में आता है ये भी, where 16th Finance Commission के recommendation आ चुके हैं and government have decided to continue with the devolution जो 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन के हिसाब से होता था. आई टोल्ड यू इन द बिगिनिंग व्हाट इज फाइनेंस कमीशन. तो जो 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन था ना, दे सेड दैट इफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इज अर्निंग 100 रुपीज, आउट ऑफ 100 रुपीज इन्हें स्टेट को देने होंगे 41 रुपीज. दैट इज 41%. दैट इज 41%. सो गवर्नमेंट इज कंटिन्यूइंग विद दैट डिवॉल्यूशन ऑफ 41%. 16th फाइनेंस कमीशन का भी पहला रिकमेंडेशन वही आया है कि जो 41% आप देते थे, कंटिन्यू विद दोस 41%, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच अराउंड 1.4 लाख करोड़ विल बी गिवन टू स्टेट्स. 1.4 लाख करोड़ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की तरफ जाने वाले हैं, विच इज अ गुड थिंग. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, गवर्नमेंट इज प्लानिंग टू हैव फिस्कल कंसोलिडेशन, दैट मींस जो भी इनके डेफिशिएट्स है उसको कंट्रोल करना. सो सिंपली फिस्कल डेफिसिट, मेनी पीपल आस्क क्या होता है. फिस्कल डेफिसिट में क्या होता है, गवर्नमेंट इज हैविंग इनकम एंड गवर्नमेंट इज हैविंग एक्सपेंडिचर. गवर्नमेंट का जो इनकम होता है, गवर्नमेंट का जो एक्सपेंडिचर होता है, ऑफ कोर्स गवर्नमेंट का एक्सपेंडिचर इज मोर देन द गवर्नमेंट का इनकम. गवर्नमेंट्स एक्सपेंडिचर इज मोर देन द गवर्नमेंट्स इनकम, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, टू फाइनेंस द एक्सपेंडिचर दैट दे आर डूइंग एक्स्ट्रा, दे हैव टू बोरो मनी. जो सरकार पैसे बोरो करती है, उस बोरो किए हुए अमाउंट को फिस्कल डेफिसिट कहा जाता है. सिंपल भाषा में द मनी विच इज बोरोड बाय द गवर्नमेंट इट इज कॉल्ड एज फिस्कल डेफिसिट वाला पार्ट, कि भाई टोटल आपको कितना पैसा बोरो करना पड़ा एंड कंपेयर दैट अमाउंट विद द जीडीपी ऑफ आवर कंट्री, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज गवर्नमेंट का फिस्कल डेफिसिट, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज गवर्नमेंट का फिस्कल डेफिसिट। सो यहां पे फिस्कल कंसोलिडेशन, इससे बेटर ये रहेगा कि वी विल कम टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द पीपीटी एंड देन वी विल बी एबल टू इजीली एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। तो एक बार पीपीटी के नेक्स्ट पार्ट पे चलते हैं on fiscal consolidation that government is going to do, right? So government ने जो fiscal part B से मैंने इस चीज को निकाला है, this is from the part B, fiscal deficit, the government's fiscal deficit which they are expecting for 2026-27 is 4.3%. So fiscal deficit expected for 26-27, the most important figure of this year's budget. Fiscal deficit for 26-27 is 4.3% that government is planning. ठीक है, 4.3% of the GDP. This is going to be the borrowing of government for the last year 25-26. For the last year 2025-26, the same fiscal deficit is 4.4% of the GDP. ये था 4.4%. 25-26 के लिए it was 4.4. For the next year we are planning to keep it as 4.3%. We are planning to keep it as at 4.3%. Apart from this, there are three more deficits which are given. If you want, you can remember these deficits for the year 26-27, like revenue deficit 1.5%, effective revenue deficit 0.3%, and primary deficit 0.7%. Not that important figures. The most important figure that you should know is fiscal deficit for the year 25-26 4.4%, and for the year 26-27 4.3%, which government is planning to have. These are the most important figures of this budget. So fiscal deficit होता क्या है, ये मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया. It is majorly government's borrowings, right? It is government's borrowings. Now if you see the deficit trends, this another again political thing is they want to show that how they are controlling the fiscal deficit. So in the year 2017-18 the fiscal deficit was 3.5%, which went as high as 9.2% in the year 2020-21, right? 2020-21 में after COVID-19 government have to do lot of expenditure, and because of that fiscal deficit increase हो गया था, and now in 25-26 and 26-27 it is 4.4% and 4.3%. So they are showing the declining trend in the fiscal deficit, कि किस तरीके से fiscal deficit जो है वो decline हो रहा है. And this is government का debt also, the way government's debt is also declining. In 2020-21, government का debt was almost 61.4%, which is now reduced to 55.6%. So they are just trying to say कि how fiscal consolidation is happening. This is what fiscal consolidation is. Start में आपने पूछा था ना sir, what is fiscal consolidation? That means how government is managing the fiscal deficits and all the deficits, these revenue deficit, effective revenue deficit, primary deficit that they were saying, जो number बता रहे थे उसको कैसे manage किया. So these are the important things, right? ये कुछ दूसरी important चीजें हैं from the budget. एक बार आप देख लेते हैं deficit trends. यहाँ पर भी सेम वही चीज का टेबल दे रखा है, किस तरीके से deficit is in control. When we talk about 2022-23, the fiscal deficit was 6.5%, and for the year 26-27, now we are eyeing that this fiscal deficit will be around 4.3%, right? 4.3% आ जाएगा. तो किस तरीके से fiscal deficit is under control, that they are trying to showcase. Then this is another part of the budget that you should know. Where rupees comes from and where rupees go. मतलब भारत सरकार पैसे अर्न कहां से करती है और भारत सरकार का पैसा जाता कहां पे है. So suppose they are earning 100 rupees. If government of India is earning 100 rupees, out of which the biggest amount of earning for government of India comes from borrowing. हर 100 रुपए जो भारत सरकार के पास आते हैं उसमें से 24 रुपए सरकार बोरो करती है. right? 24 rupees is borrowed from the public of our country, like provident fund होता है, bonds होते हैं, इन सब से 24% आता है. Second highest is income tax 21% and third highest is corporate tax 18%. These first three you should know. Top पे है borrowings, second पे है income tax and third पे है corporate tax. These are the ways how government earns the money. And if we see how government is spending the money, सरकार जो पैसे खर्चा करती है, in that the highest amount of money is given by government to the states. स्टेट को जो पैसा देना पड़ता है, हर 100 रुपए में से 22 रुपए जो है वो स्टेट को जाते हैं, 22%. Then interest payment, out of her every 100 rupees that government is spending, 20 rupees going towards interest payment. So first is state का share, second is interest payment and third is government schemes, that is 70 rupees. So इन दोनों में आपको क्या करना है, just remember top three. पैसे कहां से आते हैं? फर्स्ट इज बोरोइंग, सेकेंड इज इनकम टैक्स, थर्ड इज कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स, ये याद रख लो. एंड कहां जाता है? फर्स्ट इज स्टेट का शेयर, सेकेंड इज इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट एंड थर्ड इज गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स. ये तीन तीन याद रखने हैं आपको, राइट? दीज थ्री एटलीस्ट यू शुड रिमेंबर. एंड राइट, सो और कोई इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट इस बजट में? यस, देयर इज अ बिग चेंज. जनरली बहुत सालों से, राइट, जनरली बहुत सालों से गवर्नमेंट का हाईएस्ट एक्सपेंडिचर इंडिया के डिफेंस पे होता था. देयर इज अ चेंज दिस ईयर. गवर्नमेंट का हाईएस्ट एक्सपेंडिचर is now going to be in transport sector. Transport is on top for this year's budget and defense is on number 2 for this year's budget. जनरली डिफेंस नंबर 1 रहा है, ऑलमोस्ट हिस्टोरिकली कह सकते हो. हिस्टोरिकली डिफेंस एक्सपेंडिचर बिकॉज ऑफ आवर बिलव्ड नेबर्स लाइक सन पाकिस्तान, है ना, हमारा बच्चा पाकिस्तान, एंड द चाइना. इन दोनों की वजह से हमें हमारे डिफेंस पे काफी खर्चा करना पड़ता है. दिस ईयर फर्स्ट एक्सपेंडिचर इज ट्रांसपोर्ट, सेकेंड इज डिफेंस एंड थर्ड इज रूरल डेवलपमेंट. तीसरे नंबर पे है रूरल डेवलपमेंट. टॉप 3 यू शुड नो. टॉप 3 को आपको याद रखना है कि टॉप 3 किस चीज पे हमारे खर्चा होने वाला है. सो दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स आई गेस फ्रॉम द बजट दैट यू शुड नो. मैंने बता दिया है क्या क्या चीजें आपको याद रखनी है. आई होप यू लाइक द बजट सेशन. आई होप यू एंजॉयड द बजट सेशन. बोथ द पीपीटीज वैसे भी आई हैव डाउनलोडेड दिस फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस ओनली. ये आपके पोर्टल पे भी अपलोड हो जाएगी एंड दिस विल बी अपलोडेड ऑन द टेलीग्राम चैनल एज वेल, राइट? सो यस, दिस वाज इट. एनीवन हैव एनी डाउट? अगर नहीं है तो वी आर डन. ऑल द स्टेट कॉरिडोर्स, यस, 7 के 7 आपको याद रखना है, मैंने बताया था पहले भी. बेसिक थिंग्स एज अ 41 रुपीज ऑफ द टैक्सेस विच आर कलेक्टेड. टैक्सेस का 41 जाएगा, बाकी सब चीजों का नहीं. सरकार बोरो करके भी तो पैसे लेती है ना, उसका नहीं जाएगा, सिर्फ टैक्सेस का 41% जाएगा. राइट, सो दैट अनाउंसमेंट, फर्स्ट अनाउंसमेंट, देयर इज सम डिले इन द अनाउंसमेंट, बट पहली मैं कर देता हूं एक, दैट फ्रॉम टुमारो द हिंदू एनालिसिस इज गोइंग टू हैपन एट 7 AM. 7 AM पे होने वाला है, बट देयर आर सर्टेन मोर अनाउंसमेंट अराउंड इट. मयूर सर से ही मुझे वो लेनी है एंड ही सेइंग थोड़ा वेट करवा लो, है ना, थोड़ा सा वेट करने दो. वी आर गोइंग टू हैव दोस अनाउंसमेंट्स सून. थैंक यू. See you guys in the next class. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye. Thank you so much.